Hi. I'm here to talk to you about aborted babies in England incinerated to heat hospitals. While debating pro-choice advocates on the issue of abortion, it has become obvious to me that many of my opponents have a completely convoluted understanding of life. Many of these people would fight for the life of a whale, seal, bird or tree while advocating the murder of human children. Many of these people would argue against the death penalty for our worst criminals, but begin frothing at the mouth when one advocates saving the lives of innocent children. Many of these arguments have taken disgusting turns as these people talk about unborn children simply being parasitic tissue, even though all evidence points to the contrary. Observation of Europe can show us where the abortion argument leads. In Belgium, children are now legally allowed to decide when their lives should end. In England, the elderly were being deprived of food and water to make them die faster. It gets worse. One of Britain's newspapers, The Telegraph, is reporting that some 15,000 aborted or miscarried babies were incinerated as clinical waste. Britain's National Health Service has admitted that thousands of children were incinerated with the garbage in a gross display of their disrespect for life. At least 15,500 fetal remains were incinerated by 27 NHS trusts over the last 2 years alone, Channel 4's Dispatches discovered. The programme found that parents who lose children in early pregnancy were often treated without compassion and were not consulted about what they wanted to happen to the remains. One of the country's leading hospitals, Addenbrooke's in Cambridge, incinerated 797 babies below 13 weeks gestation at their own waste-to-energy plant. The mothers were told the remains had been cremated. Another waste-to-energy facility at Ipswich Hospital, operated by a private contractor, incinerated 1,101 fetal remains between 2011 and 2013. They were brought in from another hospital before being burned, generating energy for the hospital site. Ipswich Hospital itself disposes of remains by cremation. "This practice is totally unacceptable," said Dr. Poulter. "While the vast majority of hospitals are acting in the appropriate way, that must be the case for all hospitals, and the Human Tissue Authority has now been asked to ensure that it acts on this issue without delay." Sir Bruce Q, NHS Medical Director, has written to all NHS trusts to tell them the practice must stop. "If you think this kind of thing could not happen in America, you would be wrong. The pro-murder abortion rights movement is disgustingly active here in our supposed land of the free." For example, listen to what the monstrous abortion advocate Amanda Marcotte has to say about unborn children. "Either way, what she wants trumps the non-existent desires of a mindless pre-person that is so small it can be removed in about 2 minutes during an outpatient procedure. Your cavities fight harder to stay in place." Did she just compare an unborn child to a cavity? "I don't particularly like babies. They are loud and smelly and, above all other things, demanding. No matter how much free daycare you throw at women, babies are still time-sucking monsters with their constant neediness." On the topic of adoption, Marcotte sums up her feelings simply: "Adoption? F you, seriously. That's a heck of an argument." Marcotte then argues against forced adoption. "Forcing women to donate babies is reprehensible." Wait, since when did the US have required adoptions? Abortion is a no-brainer choice for Marcotte. "This is why, if my birth control fails, I am totally having an abortion." She calls a growing life to a lentil-sized, brainless embryo that has half a chance of dying on its own anyway. This is the attitude of the anti-life left. They will not stop until they are burning our children for heat beneath their taxpayer-funded abortion mills. Won't you take a stand for these innocent children who are literally facing howling angry mobs desperate to see them murdered? If we don't, no one will. Hope you found it useful. For more information, please click the link in description.